Hello, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. Hope y'all having a great day so far. I am Nana Badu. I'm an image consultant and speaker, and I love to talk about all things related to style, confidence, and authenticity, especially when it comes to my ladies in the workplace. Okay. And so today's conversation is going to be right and exact. If you are literally sitting at your cubicle, or maybe you are in front of your laptop working from home, and you constantly feel the dread when it's time for you to get dressed for work. All right. So we are going to be talking all about your work wardrobe today because we want it to make sense. All right. Make it make sense. Okay. So if you're joining live, definitely pop in the comments, say a hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're catching us on the replay, definitely let me know that too. Hey, Dr. Michelle, how you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. So this conversation today is all about those challenges you are feeling about your work wardrobe. All right. And I'm going to talk about 3 things that are likely happening that are the reasons why you are feeling that stuck place or that uninspired place. Okay. Or the stressful place, child, when you have to get dressed for work. All right. So let's just dive on into them. So the first thing that is causing you angst is that you've outgrown your wardrobe. Okay. You have outgrown your wardrobe. I say this so often that your style must evolve as your career evolves. And if you aren't doing that, you definitely have a time capsule situation happening in your closet and it's stressing you out. So you can't be in a space where you're opening up your wardrobe and constantly feeling like the pieces that you own are reflective of the person you were when you first started your job or when you changed industries, right? Or when you were in a previous role or position that wasn't aligned with where you are now with your career goals or what you desire for yourself. You know, if you've gotten a promotion, moved into the C-suite, senior leadership, executive leadership, if you've started your own company, all right, and you are keen on building your own personal brand, you can still be connected to the clothes that you had from 10, 20 plus years ago that don't fit with you now. Your identity has shifted. All right. So when you're opening up your closet and you're seeing all of these old, outdated pieces, it's causing you stress. And really, it's making you feel uninspired. It's that boring factor when you're just like, everything's meh. Everything, I just hear this constantly, right? Like just nothing is amazing. I put this on and I mean, it's fine, but like, nah, it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't make me feel good, right? And your clothes should make you feel good. Like when you put something on, you should be like, okay, this is cute. I'm cute. Like I love this piece, you know, it transmits a certain energy for you. All right. So you likely have outgrown the current wardrobe you have. And that really is about your identity shifting, especially in your job role and what you're doing. All right. We've had an entire pandemic. Okay. We were outside, then we're inside, then we're back outside, right? So many different shifts. The economy is what it is. And things are changing drastically, and it's definitely impacting your job. So, how has your career shifted? How have your goals shifted? Right? Like, especially if you are a woman who is in a leadership position, hands down, number one, you are not the same woman that you were 20 years ago. Right? That's right. Okay, Portia, 'tis the season for that audit and that refresh. All right. Like you are literally outgrowing those pieces. And when you talk about outgrowing your wardrobe, it's definitely about the identity shift in your job role. It's also about the different types of styles. Okay, there's a taste factor that shifts as well. All right, so when you start feeling yourself, and when you start really getting in your bag, and you like, yeah, I'm smart, I'm sharp, I'm working in my zone of genius. Like, promotions are coming, I've stepped in on my own with my biz, like I'm feeling aligned. When these types of moves are happening, like, your taste levels go up, boo. The quality of your life you want to increase it, okay? So what you start to look at starts to change. What you're interested in changes, right? Before, skinny jeans was all the rage. Now you're like, you know what? I don't really like stuff all form fitting on my thighs and my ankles. I need something to breathe. All right. Maybe I'm going to get into a little bit more of a wide leg or a straight leg cut, right? Like, your taste is going to shift. So you're going to outgrow different styles. And best believe, too, within the market, what's out there in the fashion industry and what's out there in stores and what you have available to shop for also shifts and changes. Okay. So there's a very distinct difference between things that are classic and timeless versus just old and outdated. All right. There's a difference. Okay. There's a difference between hanging on to things that the quality, okay, the color is fading. All right. The cuts are not as sharp as they were. You've worn it to death. Okay. And it's just time to let that piece go. Right. You want to begin to think about what you need to update, what you need to level up, what you need to really elevate, because your career is in a different place. All right. And so you really want to understand how that needs to shift. So the fact that you wake up and you open up your closet and these pieces are outdated, they are from 20 years ago, they are not modern styles, and you, period, just don't like them. All right. You just don't like them because it is not exciting, not fun, not inspiring, doesn't feel like you. This is when you know you've outgrown your wardrobe. And that's why you're stressed out in the morning trying to get dressed. Okay. That's number one. All right. Number two is that you have allowed your workwear to erase your personality. I'm going to sip some water while you digest. You have allowed your workwear to erase your personality. Okay. And this is my folks in the all black club, in the all navy club, in the all khaki club, in the all gray club, where you just open it up and you say, oh, wow. Okay. I'm like, is this the wardrobe set for Severance? Right? You're like, what is going on? What is happening? Everything looks the same. Everything is a single button blazer, doesn't fit well, just a straight cut. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it does even fit well. Okay. Maybe it does fit well. And you're like, it works. But it all looks the same. And what's more important is that it doesn't represent you. It's not you, right? This is representative of a period in your life where you were so pressed to fit in. You just wanted to feel professional. That was all you wanted out of your wardrobe. You're like, I just want to be taken seriously. I just want to be seen as a professional. So that's all you did, right? And you fell into the standard dress code. And trust, we all did. I did, I remixed it a little something, okay? But I still had gray suits, navy suits, black suits. I had all of those pieces. But the difference is, how are you going to make it your own? Like, how are you going to make it unique to you? Right? What is it about it that's going to really, like, when someone sees you, they're like, oh, that 100% makes sense for you, right? For me, just wearing a plain black suit makes no sense. Okay, I'm gonna have to add some texture in there. We're gonna have some color. We're gonna have gorgeous accessories. There's gonna be some volume in the sleeve, something, because I love boldness, right? That's gonna make sense for me. What makes sense for you? This is a moment where you have to start to redefine yourself, and you're gonna redefine yourself and your style. So don't 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 get gray washed. I was gonna say something else, but don't get gray washed. Okay, and begin to just wash yourself out and say, okay, well, actually, you know what, I'm just gonna kind of fade back, because that's actually what you're doing, right? You're actually I really do believe you're really letting go of that desire. It's like a push and pull thing happening, because you really want to be in the spotlight. You want a leadership position, you want a promotion, you want to be taken seriously, right? You want to attract new clients, you want to start your business, you want to achieve all of these career goals. But then you show up every day like background characters, right? Like all the other people in the cubicles just glued to the screen. Let me tell you, that's not where it's going to happen. It's going to happen in the rooms having conversations with people. And when you're having conversations with people, how are they going to remember you? How are you going to be consistent in your style and allow your style to just amplify your self-confidence? Yeah, 100%, Dr. Michelle, like, workwear has definitely become way more relaxed, right? You don't necessarily have to wear a suit into every environment, depending on your field. Okay, because I have clients who are attorneys. I have a clients who are in the C-suite, and they definitely still rocking a suit. All right, so it definitely does depend on your field, but there has been, generally speaking, definitely a more move to being more relaxed. But relaxed and comfortable doesn't mean lack of effort, doesn't mean sloppy, right? Doesn't mean I don't try, like, well, everyone else in the office is I don't care what everyone else in the office is doing. What do you want to do? What are you trying to accomplish? How do you want to feel? Right? Like, you're going to be professional. You're going to dress professionally. You are a professional. That is your baseline. That's never at question. So release that feeling of, am I professional? You are. You are. It don't matter what you wear in that space. You are. I shouldn't say it doesn't matter what you wear in that space, but I say this because 99% of the women that I work with question their professionalism when it comes to their attire, and will ask me, is this professional? Is this okay? And the answer is yes. Like, the answer is yes. For you, especially when you are going to move into leadership positions and you have been working for decades and you've got receipts and you have degrees and you have all these qualifications. Sis, you've been in this professional game for mad long. Don't question your professionalism. Don't question it, and definitely don't question it when it comes to your wardrobe. Now's your time for you to start to embrace, how are you bringing your uniqueness to the table in all facets of your brand and all facets of your image. All right. When you stop doing that, or if you've never started to do that, that's the reason why you're stressed and your workwear don't make no sense. Let's just keep it a buck, okay? Okay, listen, I ain't mad at that gray suit with the fuchsia pinstripe. That sounds exciting. I like that. Well, Portia, you know what? In the work in the office, you would not be the person to ask. If the intern asked you what dress code, what the dress code was at work, you said, "I have no clue. I wear what I want." Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Dr. Michelle, absolutely. You nailed it. Like, this is the season for being authentic. Like, it is the season. It is the season for you to really, and I don't want that word authentic to trip people up. Like, sometimes folks get so deep in the lexicon of culture. And you're, what does that mean? And like, is that how I'm supposed to be? And da da da. No, boo. If authentic has to be comfortable and confident and it must feel good for you, right? Like it is 1000% about you. It's not about archetype. Okay. It's not about a societal standard. It is about you. Like you want to understand yourself so deeply that you know how to represent your brand visually through your style. That's the goal. That's when your workwear makes sense. Mm. Okay. That's when your workwear begins to make sense. But right now, if you're hiding, not showing any of your personality, and you're just out here like a factory assembly a person looking like an intern. Let's keep it real. You're looking like an intern because when you first start at the job, you are so pressed to fit in and look professional that it can stifle your ability to be authentic and to show more of yourself. But what you will realize is that at the moment when you know you want to be in a leadership position or that you have different ideas, thought leadership, that you are the bomb.com in your field of expertise, you must stand out. Okay? Come on, Ayla. Okay, if you don't feel good in it, the math won't math. Listen, people feel that. Like, man, I can't tell you how many times, like, style is so much about energy. And it is literally just another way of showcasing your confidence. Like people ask me, I'm like, I'm not a fashion girly. I'm a confidence girly. Like the style is just a way of expressing that. So if you're not feeling confident in showing up in what is quote unquote traditional professional dress, change it. Change it. Make it yours. Make it your own. Okay? Um let's get into number 3. If you're This is another reason why your workwear ain't making no sense. Okay? And it's stressing you out. And that's because you just have a random collection of pieces. There's no cohesiveness. All right? You've got a random hodgepodge of things. So you don't understand how to make them work for your lifestyle. Right? So if you are someone who is working from home often, right? And you're like, I really just want to be comfortable. So you've got a gang of leggings and tees, and you're like, nobody sees me. Occasionally, if I have to, hop on a call, then maybe I'll put on a nice blouse. But for the most part, it's just that. But like, I'm just so tired of that. Like sometimes I'm in sweatpants, I'm in Uggs. Let me tell you, all of that stuff just conditions you to sometimes work sluggishly. Your mind gets tricked and is like, oh, we're putting on leggings, we're putting on sweatpants, we're putting on comfy clothes. Bad. Pop the Netflix, where the Hulu ad, give me a little Apple TV, or we're about to just relax, read a book, have a glass of wine, right? Like that is clothing that communicates a different part of your lifestyle. So when you are coming to work, even if you are working from home, you can be comfortable, but you can intentionally put in effort as well to what you're wearing. But what's happening is in your wardrobe, you've just got a random hodgepodge of all these pieces. And these are things that you're like, well, I just wear this to exercise, And so, okay, fine. I'll just wear that for work too, because I'm just working from home. No big deal. Nah, sorry, wrong answer. Okay. You want to have something in pieces that are comfortable, that are still the pieces that you wear from home that rock. You might have a gap in your wardrobe when it comes to that department. All right. So you can still have comfortable cotton pieces that you don't have to iron, pieces that you can easily layer, jewelry, accessories that you can easily put on, statement frames that you're going to wear every single day on your face. So that's going to be the thing that's going to add a pop to every single look, right? Stop thinking about just buying one-off things. All right. You need to think cohesively around how am I building an actual workwear wardrobe that fits the kind of lifestyle I have for my job or my business, right? It's not the one-offs of like, oh, something popped up on Instagram. Let me get that. Oh, girl, you sent me that. That was cute. That top was real cute. Let me get that. And you have no near clue what's in your closet you're going to wear it with. Then you get it. And then you're like, this is cute, but I don't know what I'm supposed to put it with. Why'd you buy it? Yes, it's cute. Yes, it's amazing. But you've got to go into your closet and be able to create a look. You want to be building looks in your wardrobe. And there are oftentimes just basic pieces that you are missing that are creating that angst in the morning when you're getting dressed. Okay? You have a random assortment of things. Okay? But you really need to understand how to create solid looks in your wardrobe. So think about like 2 to 3 go-to looks, right? What's the dress? What's the shirt? What's the bottom? What's the skirt? Okay? What are those things that you need in order for you to have a cohesive top to bottom look? Accessories, shoes, you already know. Think about the cab, clothing, accessories, and beauty. All right? What are all those components that you need? And what are your go-to ones? So that when you are pressed for time, if you put this combination together, it's going to work for you. If you don't understand what your go-to looks are, you're going to stay stressed. You're going to stay stressed and overwhelmed. Okay? Yeah, I love that, Dr. Michelle. Even when you're working virtually, you got your lipstick, you got the necklace, and you got your white top. Boom. Okay? You got your go-to. We love it. All right? And boom. Okay? As a Caribbean woman, you know that your confidence shows when you wear color. Amazing. Knowing yourself and understanding what really gravitates and allows your confidence to shine. Okay? Come on, Nyla. Curate over collect, baby. Okay? You better come with it. All right? 100%. Right? That's when you have a workwear wardrobe that makes sense. So check yourself. If you are a one-off shopper, if you are just stimulated by one piece and you're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Pause, time out. Don't put in the cart. Don't hit buy. You need to go into your closet and you need to see at least 3 outfits that you can make work with that piece. Okay? At least 3. If you got 3, worthwhile investment. All right? Especially when it comes to workwear pieces. All right? You want to have more pieces because you're going into the office. Even maybe you're going to the office every day now. Because that's what it is for a lot of folks. A lot of folks are back in the office 5 days a week. Or maybe you've got a hybrid situation. So maybe you're in the office 2 or 3 days a week or 2 or 3 days a week at home, right? And you're like, man, I don't want to keep wearing the same thing every day. I had these good old leggings. I'm like, can I pull it off? Can I still wear these leggings into office? I'm going to go for it. Probably not. No, that's for the work from home edition. Okay. But for the office edition, we can get some cool, comfortable pom pants. We can get a wide leg palazzo pant popping off. Maybe we're going to get a little bias cut skirt. What are we going to wear so that you can get a solid piece that you could rotate easily with 3 other tops in your wardrobe? That works great with a great sweater or great blazer, a nice layering piece, right? How are you making it all cohesive to work together? So check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Stop. Check yourself on the closet of random collections. Okay? It has to be cohesive. Think about the outfits, think about the looks, and think about your color synergy. All right? Really think about your color synergy. I would say, like, hands down, like when I'm working with clients, especially in the workwear department, one of the biggest things that is my biggest challenge, but I love doing it as well, is integrating. And that simply means I'm taking what a client already owns and adding new pieces in so that it can work cohesively together. Because it's not about burning everything down. You might have that great pantsuit or that great statement dress, or a couple of great blouses and tops, but you just don't have the right things to pair it with. And that typically falls into the case of you not understanding your style, not understanding how clothes fit well on you, and not having the right color palette combinations to allow the piece to be worn repeatedly. Okay. So I help my clients understand those three things so that we can start building a wardrobe that they're like, yes, things can integrate. I see how things work together. Right. And then, of course, I create looks for you in this wonderful lookbook, and you get all these outfit ideas, and you're like, this is singing. Okay. So it can be achieved. So if you are like, Nana, you done hit me all up in my chest and I'm struggling, and you literally are sitting down looking at your outfit today like, yep, I've outgrown this. I've outgrown this piece 1,000%. It's uninspiring for me, right? If you're like, none of this is showcasing my personality. And if you're like, yeah, this is a random piece that I found, it doesn't work with anything else in my closet, right? If one of those things is happening for you, or all, yes, it's a Mayday. It's a Mayday situation. All right. So if you definitely want more help and more ease in getting your workwear together, I want you to simply drop ease in the comments, or you can DM me the word ease. Okay. And I'm going to send you some information to invite you to have a chat with me so we can understand what area is causing you the most dysfunction so that we can start to bring more ease into your work wear. All right. Because this is the time right now in spring to start thinking about refreshing your closet, pulling out what you no longer need, and reintroducing some pieces that are really going to amplify your confidence. Because you got some serious career goals, sis, and we are out here to get it, okay? Because like I said, I'm in the confidence business, baby, and style is one of the best ways for you to exude your confidence. So if you know you need some more ease in your workwear, drop that ease in the comments or send me a DM, and I will drop you some next steps about how we can start to understand what your real wardrobe challenges are. And I can share with you the ways that I can help you get some more ease into your workwear. All right. All right, y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. Shout out to Dr. Michelle, Portia, Naila for being in the building. And I will see y'all next Wednesday. Peace.